Welcome to Friday, but also welcome to Two's Company, Three's a podcast, 2C3-podder film, TV, and gaming podcast. My name is Dylan, as always, with my co-host
Mitchell, and this is Casual Friday, where we review the freshest trailers of the week and the films coming to theaters near you this weekend, and maybe we can steer you in the direction of what film you might want to see.
Or might want to avoid, but I highly reckon there's going to be a lot that people are going to toss up this weekend, but we'll certainly get into that later in the episode.
Stick around to the end of Newcastle's best film, TV, and gaming podcast because...
Absolutely.
Would you look at that? It's time for us to finally collect some of our retirement benefits, and because it's time for 2C3 Pod, how old the joints in my body feel?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, jiving.
Yeah.
All right. Daycare is a sad and lonely old place for toys who don't have a home.
Daycare, toys, Toy Story 2?
Oh, Toy Story 3. Remember Sunnyside Daycare?
That
was
right.
Tom Hanks as Woody in Toy Story 3 from 2010.
Yeah, Toy Story 2 was the guy dressed in the chicken who collected them. Yeah,
yes,
what a maniac.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
welcome everybody to Friday. It's Trailer Park or Yasa Pass.
That's right. And as we've already said, 2C3 Pod. Make sure you search it up on all the socials or hit us up on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Big summer blowout.
Yeah,
What?
Anyway. So
what did you say? Blowout?
Blowout.
Okay, blowout.
Yeah. Well, I accentuate that.
Yes,
accentuate that.
Yes.
Anyway, it's Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Casual Friday.
That's right. We're in a new studio. We're still adjusting, but it's been 2 days now, and it feels, like
we still
home
haven't
already.
changed.
No,
Yes.
that's right. That's only if you're watching on the YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell.
Absolutely. Also,
I'm festive. I wanted to celebrate the fact that we're in a new studio this week, so I thought I'm going to go as bright as... Yeah, see?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, any future GSTs, I have to stay overnight.
Dude, we got a spare.
No, I know. You've got this is like a 17-bedroom palace that he's in now. He's moving up in the world. There's no Mozzies.
You'll have to bring a
outside.
mattress though. We don't have a mattress.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you what, in the 2 episodes we've recorded here, I haven't been asked for meth once.
Yeah, right.
Whereas Shortland, it's like you just, as soon as you're welcome to Shortland, it's like, you got any meth?
Yeah,
like,
well,
just straight away.
Or it's, do you want any meth? The locals are so friendly there.
No, that's right. They're so nice. They just approach you either with a knife or a big brown bag.
Yes, absolutely.
It's friendly. But
a big brown bag full of knives.
But I will say, we joke, but we do love Shortland because, you grew up there. Like our clique, our group that we've been a part of for a decade, we spent so much time in Shortland. It's like a second home to me.
But now, everybody, including myself, we're all out.
Yes.
Yeah. Taylor and I grew up.
No.
Wait.
Jono.
Oh, of course. How can I forget?
How can you forget?
He's there for the next 30 years.
I was going to say, he didn't get out. He fucking got in.
He got in
deep. He grew up there, and now he's like, I'm going to buy a home there.
Absolutely, yeah.
But hey, if the price is right. But JP Constructions, check him out on Facebook if you need any handiwork around Newcastle.
Absolutely. There's no way, though, that I would make that same decision. I would much rather be out here.
Again,
this is my place.
He is an avid listener, so we love you, Jono. We're not mocking your decisions. You're the first one in the group to buy a house, so full credit to you.
Paul. Wait, no, Andy.
Was he first? Steph and Andy first?
Surely. We've been having parties and New Year's Eves at their place for years before Jono and Jen bought that house.
Oh, that's true. My apologies, Andy. Steph, It's Casual Friday,
It is Casual Friday. Let everybody know about us.
We'll let everybody know a little bit more about the guys behind the microphones. But the guys behind the microphones also like to make really annoying sounds, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. Ready?
Having a wonk nose? How did you do that? Having a wonk nose? How did you do that so quickly? 2 days later. But, how did you do that? That's amazing. I can't believe I've got a button now.
So if anybody's listening, or if anybody who would know this is listening, get in the queue. I've replaced your buttons with...
having a wonk nose, which is such an improvement. And if you didn't listen to Wednesday's episode and you're hearing that soundbite, you're wondering what I was referring to, head back to the last episode and you'll find out, or take a guess and leave it in the comments below.
Absolutely. But all honesty, if get in the queue, if you want to produce again, hit me up, Two's Company, Three's a podcast at gmail.com. But as of...
if not, Having a Wonk Nose podcast coming soon to Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Big Summer Player.
Talking about all the wonkiest noses in Hollywood. We should do that.
Oh my God. Wait, is that mean? Is
no.
That bully? No. They put themselves out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
They get caught up in all kinds of scandals. So fucking having a bung nose is something to be proud of.
No, that's right.
But guess what?
What?
Hoo-hoo!
Oh, there's the stupid sounds.
Yep.
Anyway, better still, it's time to head on down to the trailer park with my cousin wife.
Absolutely.
That's right, it's Trailer Park, ladies and gentlemen, where we review the freshest trailers from the week.
Yes.
For the week. And just this disclaimer here, because Super Bowl just happened, we're not reviewing the Super Bowl spots or ads, because I don't count those as trailers.
We
for the
briefly
most
told
part.
you about the
WandaVision, the Captain
the Disney
America.
service
Yeah.
Marvel things in Wednesday's episode. So if you
Yes.
do want to hear about WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Tune
that
in,
trailer.
check back episode 14 of the podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Why did my voice
And
get so
60
good? I got so scared then.
Yes, absolutely.
But we won't be touching on the Super Bowl spots. We will just be reviewing the full-length trailers and one teaser that was very odd.
Yes, so ripping straight into the first one, shall you do the honours?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. Lazy Susan. Susan is a gorgeous, stunning woman who, as the title suggests, is lazy. She embarks on a life trying to do as little as possible while receiving the best things for the little to no effort. When she meets a man who could potentially be the answer to her problems, can she win his heart with no effort? Coming 3rd of April.
Okay, first thoughts.
Yes.
I know it's deliberate,
Very.
but this film looks boring.
Oh,
Because she's so lazy, that's the gimmick. I was bored
not only
in the
that,
trailer.
it's that thing in your kitchen, man. A lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it spins around.
Yeah,
You've
it
got the
spins
salt.
around.
Yeah.
It's lazy. It's like, I need the salt. Oh, it's on the other side of the table.
Whoop. Better DJ
Yeah,
it.
I bet Susan's kicking herself for letting that be named after her.
Absolutely. Why didn't you write the entire description based around that? That would have been hilarious.
Damn it. I actually missed the mark and you had a better idea than me. First time for everything.
Yeah.
Little dig there. Yeah, we
Yeah,
hate each other.
yeah.
Anyway, so... Fuck off.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Lazy Susan. Anyway, if you didn't clarify by me saying she's a gorgeous, stunning woman, it's because she is played by Sean Hayes of Will and Grace fame, who played the gay guy.
Yes, because I didn't really look in too far into it. I watched the trailer and I was like, I'm not researching this at all. Like,
yes.
because it looks like terrible. I was like, that's a bloke, isn't it?
There are two. You really didn't pick up on that?
No, I did, but I was like,
okay, yeah,
that's definitely a bloke.
Wait, did he have that surgery thing that people are doing nowadays?
Yeah, I know, it's 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, animal fucking last week. I mean,
Yeah.
why not? Yeah, get into the transgender topics. But either way, there are two reasons why I would watch this film, and they're cast members. Matthew Broderick is in there.
Yes.
Yep, and Jim Rash, who you may not have recognized. He's the guy that runs up the back of her. And then
Becomes the love interest, yes.
becomes the love interest. Jim Rash from Community fame, also Oscar winner.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Wrote a screenplay. But so this movie, honestly, like you said, it looks like a piece of crap.
Yeah.
It looks, or as you would say, a piece of crap.
Crap.
I know. I've been re-listening to
noticed?
the
Yeah.
I've been re-listening to the
It's
podcast,
crap.
and I'm like, that's Dylan's thing now. And
Okay,
I love
excellent, yeah.
it. But so it really doesn't look good.
No.
And Sean Hayes dressed as a woman, it doesn't appeal to me at all.
Yeah, as I said, I get the idea, the fact that she's lazy, but like every single thing she does in terms of like the mannerisms of the character is presented to be lazy, and I
Yes.
find that boring as
Yes.
fuck.
No, absolutely.
Like, show us the turning point,
Yeah.
give us the reason to go, okay, she may turn things around. The movie may do that, but the trailer gave me nothing.
No, the trailer didn't give any signs that she's going to, I need to start acting better to improve my life or something like that. It seemed like the whole time she's just going to coast.
Yeah, straight up.
There's no motivation for her to get better. And even when she meets this guy, she's like, maybe this is the guy who can like give me everything and I don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
So it's very unappealing. And to me, this type of comedy that seems like it's probably not going to have a release in Australia, a more independent type release, it has the same vibe to me as this isn't a criticism of the film, but of a Juno. One that went under the radar, didn't get much of a release, but was critically acclaimed.
What would
This
you
one,
class that
not
kind
going to
of
be critically acclaimed.
Deadpan humor? Is that what you class it as? It's kind of it's relatable, ordinary, but it's funny because it's relatable.
It's funny because they're not going over the top with the funny. Like they're just trying to have more real.
Yeah,
it's more real, But even in saying that, I mean, Lazy Susan, check out the trailer for yourself and leave a comment. To me, big summer blunder on all schemes.
Yeah, go watch Juno.
All schemes.
Not a bad film.
Yeah, no, exactly. I love Juno. I love Ellen. I've got the biggest crush on Ellen Page. And if you ever come back to the right,
I used to.
If you
back then and Inception days.
I still do.
But like, have you like recently? No, I can't do it, man.
Really?
After the release of the video game The Last of Us, which had a character called Ellie, very similar.
Wait, so do you not like her because she like kicked up a stink about that?
No, that's one reason. But there's other reasons as to why. I just don't find her interesting as an actor anymore.
Yeah.
She was recently in The Umbrella Academy, which is like a comic adaptation on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 3, and every time she's on screen, I'm just like, ugh.
Oh.
I can't get into it.
See, I haven't seen any of that recent stuff in that regard, so I might have to go back and check. But as far as my heart is aware, I'm still in love, you know?
Okay.
But
like every time I've seen her on talk shows and things like that over the past few years, she's like a Bono. She's always bringing up the gay and transgender sort of thing. And I'm just like, fuck, like I just forgot about this because this doesn't concern me.
Yeah.
I don't get involved
that's understandable,
because I'm not on any of that kind of level, but like it just annoys me.
Yeah.
It's like you're an actor.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah.
But luckily I've been able to block that part of her out of my mind, and I'm just still in love with her.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's just me. Anyway,
just touching on that, I don't mind if you support that shit. That's cool. Full disclosure. But when you're it's like Bono. It's like, mate, sing your fucking songs. If you want to support African children, quit singing.
Dylan, it's time to admit it, mate.
Yeah.
Homophobe, aren't you? No. Come on, mate. You're basically spelling it out. I'm just giving you an open channel.
I let you sit across from me wearing that fucking shirt.
Oh, having a wonk nose. Anyway,
All right. Anyway, yes.
Do you want to duck into the next one, or this is the longest one I wrote because there was a lot to write.
Okay, so let me fumble my way through this description I haven't read until right now. Okay, F9.
What?
The film is called F9.
Oh, yeah, F9.
Yeah.
Everyone knows F9.
F9.
Yeah, starring Vin Diesel. Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeah. And Jersey.
Yeah.
Come on, F9. Get into it.
Okay, so F9. Oh my.
Wait, no, actually, if it's Fast and Furious 9, that's Faf 9.
Yeah.
Maybe this is Braz's next big hit.
No.
It's got 8 sequels, man. Like, I mean, come on.
But the reason I say F9 is because the poster is literally F9.
FF9. Yeah.
No, it says F9.
Is it really?
Yeah,
so F9.
Yeah, when you Google the trailer on YouTube, it says F9.
F9.
That's what they're calling it.
Oh, yeah? No, I see that. Yeah.
There's 9 of these fucking things.
I know, that's
Well, actually,
insane.
no. Tokyo Drift, Hobbs and Shaw.
No. Well, no. Tokyo Drift is included as the third.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was a spin-off.
Yeah. So this is technically the 10th Fast and Furious film.
I love that movie, Tokyo Drift. How good
Really?
is Tokyo Drift?
I just love that song. Dun, 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 dun. Tokyo Drift.
It's been a while.
Fast and Furious.
You're calling me a homophobe, but you're the racist one.
I wonder if you know how you live in. That's how it's sung. That's how you've got to sing it when you're drifting around Jordan.
Okay.
Wait, why did I do an accent there?
Yeah.
Welcome to Friday, where we're homophobes and racists.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Faf 9.
Nine.
Yes.
Oh my lord, the things I want to say about this trailer. Well, first of all, what do you do when a certain former wrestler leaves your franchise because he can't work with Vin Diesel anymore? Just replace him with another wrestler. But now to the plot. All-round totally good guy and family man, Vin stars in this low-budget and direct-to-DVD, not even Blu-ray, romantic comedy about a gang of totally good guy thieves who are on the run or trying to get someone or something, and they drive cars off cliffs. Now, have fancy dinners that always turn into a fight on top of buses.
Oh my god.
Did I say that
And
right?
ride on top of buses.
Ride on top of buses.
That's not how you ride on a bus, Vin. Silly goose.
Coming everywhere, unfortunately, 21st of May. One day before the US. That would be a brag, but why we got to suffer first? And
yes, and the emoji.
Yeah.
Yes, make
For
sure to tune in.
YouTube.
Yes, that's the exact emoji.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you terribly stated exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. So man, the issues I have with this film.
We're all like the whole thing about John Cena.
Yeah.
We're all thinking it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. That The Rock is gone.
Yeah. Let's get the next most successful feature film friggin' wrestler guy.
yeah.
You know.
And I've got nothing wrong with that. It actually makes me excited to watch this because I don't give a fuck about Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic cars.
I know we've talked about your issues with that, man, but still. Yeah,
I like John Cena and I like the idea of him being in this movie to kind of take the reins.
That's what I mean. The only saving
Dom's brother.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
He's white, and Vin is not.
He's white, man. He's
no,
totally white.
No,
Yeah.
I do not. Outside of them both having veins on their arms,
He may be tan.
no,
but he's totally Vin. All right, people leave a
no
comment
way.
below.
Vin
Do you
Diesel
think-
is white.
Is Vin Diesel?
He's not black, but he's not white.
The Rock is basically white.
No, he's Samoan. There's a difference.
But he's more white.
I mean,
he's more black than Vin Diesel. Why are we talking about this?
We've just established this is the racist and homophobe episode, okay? All right. And they look like fags. Well, we may as well chuck that in. Well, I mean, if we're going there with the racism, we can't leave the homosexuals out. We can't leave the homosexuals out.
That was so funny. I did not expect that. But listen, you think about it, man.
Thank you, fags.
Have you ever been on Vin Diesel's Facebook page and rewinded like 10 years?
No.
He is totally 100% having sex with dudes, hey?
Really?
Yeah, man.
What, back in the pacifier days?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, you just go look at his pictures and the things he's uploaded over the years, they're just real gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe this is... It was a joke, but now we're kind of like, Vin, come on, mate. It's 2020.
Yeah, it's now awkward if you hide it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, just come out and everyone's
come on, man, you attention seeker.
Okay, but back on the straight train, I do want to say Michelle Rodriguez, listen, she's always been a fine piece of ass, and I'll admit that. But she looks fit.
Yes.
In this film.
She looks really good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, she's always looked good, but man... I mean,
she's lesbian.
Is she really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But did you bring that up because you wanted to make sure people knew we were gay?
No, I just wanted to bring it up because that's the only real, other than John Cena replacing The Rock in this franchise, that's my only other takeaway is that I really like Michelle Rodriguez, and she looks like she's like fit, like she's like lost a ton of weight, but she's really, really toned in this film.
No,
like, she's an athlete almost.
Yes. No, I see what you mean, but no, I've only seen 50% of these films, but I'm 95% sure. You remember right at the end of the trailer where I don't know his name, so I'm just going to say it. The Asian guy walks in.
Han. He dies.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like a big reveal. You just put it in the trailer. That's supposed to be like a big whoa moment.
Well, that's the thing. The world has acted like that.
Well, yeah, but that's the trailer though.
Yeah.
You reckon people are... I guarantee there's some people who go, whoa, that's huge, and then totally don't go and see the movie because they just ruin that massive surprise.
Yeah, but Hollywood always does this.
I know. I get the appeal of like revealing it so people go, what? He's back?
Yeah.
That's crazy, and it will draw some people in like that, but at the same time, you literally took away the biggest surprise out of this. You've brought in John Cena, you've already said they're brothers, so I mean, there's that hanging over. And what's up with Charlize Theron and her fucking hair?
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up.
Because fucking hair. It looks like an 8-year-old's bowl cut.
I was going to put this in the notes, but I didn't, but I was going to. Like, between that and Hawkeye's...
She looks like one of the Three Stooges. You know that one with the fucking ring of hair?
With that and Hawkeye's haircut in Avengers Endgame, who's on top for worst haircut? Fucking Charlize Theron in this film.
Big time, man.
It's horrendous.
As soon as she came on screen, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, that's a bad...
She looks like a fag.
That's...
All right, we're done with that?
We're done with that. That's a bad choice.
Yeah, no,
that's
I don't
really
understand
bad.
that.
She's supposed to play... Not that I know because I haven't seen it, but she's supposed to play like a hardcore character, like a badass.
Yeah, she's trying to get John Cena or Vin Diesel, one of them, to kill the other brother. Like, can you kill your brother? Can you kill him?
If I was John Cena or Vin Diesel, whoever the character is in that scene where Charlize Theron's walking around being all serious, can you kill the person? I'd be like...
Yeah.
Look at the haircut.
Yeah, exactly. Sure thing, Larry.
Yeah, you look like an 8-year-old from 1980.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I got very serious Three Stooges vibes. But so there is... and oh my God, are we going to address like the fucking elephant of the fucking action in this film?
Yeah.
They got a magnet plane? And then the fucking thing that he does where he drives over the rope bridge and just knows he literally would have plummeted him and his wife to the death.
Yeah. So
if that rope didn't tangle around and him swing around like a fucking slingshot, like, oh my God.
Yeah. So in this trailer, the beginning of the trailer goes on about Vin Diesel, whatever his name is in the movie, Dom.
Yeah.
About how he's toned things down, he's slowed down, he has a family now, he's got children.
Oh, wait, sidebar. They named their kid Brian.
Oh,
yeah. Paul Walker's character's name, but they didn't kill that character off.
No, he just left.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just tributing my friend who bailed on us.
Yeah.
I mean, storyline-wise, he bailed on them, you know?
But if he's so caught up in having a family and being a father, why the fuck would he then drive his car off a cliff to hope that a rope latches onto the car and hopefully it carries the weight of the car, including the weight of Vin Diesel in that car, and swing them like fucking George of the Jungle, and to safely reach. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. One of the cars has rockets propelled to it, but the rope car swing off a cliff is the dumbest thing.
Not only that, okay, so this is a rope bridge on some fucking tropical wherever.
This is Michael Bay level dumb.
Yes.
These movies are getting to that point.
Big time. And the stupidest part about it is, okay, so logically you're like, oh, I can dislodge that rope, it'll tie around my wheel, and then I can slingshot around and I'll land on the cliff that's over there. That's perfect.
If I get into the predicament of being chased by a fucking jet to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
And I happen to go this direction.
Yeah, but also, no, because they just saw the magnet plane. Yeah. So they're like, oh, we've got to get up there. And so they do this. But the logic is I can dislodge it, it'll tie around, blah, blah, blah. And then where you just dislodged it here on the exact opposite side, symmetrical, it's going to have the strength to fucking pull a car and swing a car. Yeah. No, you just dislodged it with your wheel.
But where does it go? Does it swing around and launch the car exactly where you need it to be? How many times would they swing a car off that cliff testing
and not only
the fucking trigonometry to get that fucking car up to where it needs to go?
It's impromptu. It's totally cool, right? Like, I mean, and not only that, are they going to then land and then he's going to go, fuck yeah, I can't believe that worked. Hold on a second. I know we're losing ground, but I've got to untie this rope now.
Yeah, no, like, the rope will undo itself.
Oh, the rope will perfectly break at the right time and it'll... Actually, he's planning on the rope to break at that perfect moment to get him just onto the cliff.
Yeah, that's right.
And right at that angle, and then he's like, come on.
Because Vin Diesel's son was out there with a little pair of scissors, like cutting the rope to perfect fucking...
and Michelle Rodriguez is holding him by the fucking ankle out the window going, come on, Brian, cut harder!
Yeah.
So this movie looks ridiculous, and seeing those action scenes made me really not want to see this.
Yeah, because
they will not be getting a dime off me.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where fair enough, big bombastic action movies are fine, but it just gets too far to be enjoyable.
Exactly. And Hobbs and Shaw pushed that boundary, but there was still enough there where I could switch the brain off and enjoy it.
Even the fact that, they go to Samoa and then they're fighting at nighttime. 2 minutes later, it's fucking 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun's well up.
That's right.
And the fact that the hooks on the back of the car's that breaks immersion.
Yes.
There has to be some level of reality in all of this.
But there still seemed to be enough substance in that film to get us through those moments. Whereas this is the ninth one of this film. Yeah. And dead characters coming back, a baby's named after a runaway. I don't know what's going on in these enough to fucking care.
Just give me you know what we said in our last episode on Wednesday? We'll always have the first.
Yes, exactly. So give me F1.
Give me F1 and F2 and then I'm good.
Well, no, you said you like Tokyo Drift, so 3.
Yeah, the trilogy.
3. Yeah, the trilogy.
Give me the trilogy, yeah.
Yeah. But a big summer blunder personally, but it's going to be a big summer blowout at the box office.
Because this franchise always blows up at the box office, and idiots will go to see this. Shout out to all you idiots out there.
Oh, we love you. Make sure to head over to Patreon and subscribe.
Yeah, you get some goodies out of that.
Two's Comedy, Three's a podcast. Yes.
Absolutely. Moving on to the next one.
All right, the next one. I normally don't like reviewing TV series trailers, but this one I had to leave in here.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Hunters.
Yes.
Set in 1970s New York, Hunters follows Al Pacino as he builds a specialized team of Nazi hunters as they try to stop a new Nazi revolution, marking Pacino's first TV series role since his acting debut on NYPD in 1968. No.
Debut.
Oh, debut. My apologies. Oh my God, I feel terrible about that.
Having a wonk nose?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. His acting debut on NYPD in 1968. The Amazon exclusive series is available everywhere on February 21st.
Yes.
Yes. So, did you watch this trailer?
Yes, and produced.
Yes.
Jordan Peele.
Yes.
So this trailer is probably my double wide of the week if I have to pick one. I really enjoyed this. I wasn't really sure where it was going. The fact that it's Amazon gives me good hope that it's got a decent production behind it.
Yep.
The fact that Pacino, I was thinking about this the other day. You never just call him Al, do you?
No, it's Pacino.
Yeah, it's Al Pacino. It's one word, but it's it's his first and last. But you never. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. No.
You've all thought about this. Don't lie to me.
All you Pacino buffs. And in before the people who comment down below saying, he was in this mini-series. It's a mini-series, okay? It's not classed as a TV series. So
Yeah, so shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the idea. I've always been fascinated, not so much into Nazi Germany, but the idea of what kind of pop culture concepts have come out of that terrible time in history. Like one of my favorite video games, for example, that has been over the years, originally created by the guys who did the original Doom and Quake, is Wolfenstein, where the final boss is Hitler, Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
There's been a reboot recently where you join a gang of Nazi hunters.
Okay.
One of the characters in this trailer is a fit, sexy African American woman with a giant black head of hair, afro. Sorry. That's like a spitting image of one of the characters from the latest Wolfenstein game, and she's all sassy. And,
that's fucking awesome.
So it gives me those kind of vibes, and I like the idea of them hunting Nazis. I love that shit.
This had very Americanized feelings of Inglourious Bastards.
Yep.
You know, and I love that film to death, and I love the concept of Nazi hunting,
them
and the fact that they're
scalps,
going to do it in 1970s New York when the police are hunting them, and it's... You know, it's kind of that, yes, they're doing good, but also they're really breaking the law by murdering motherfuckers.
Yeah, people are okay with it. People are going to be rooting for these characters, and I will be too. So I actually really liked this idea, and I know this kind of trailer review is kind of boring because of how much we liked it.
No, exactly. That's the thing. Casual Friday, we like to have fun in that. But then there's this odd trailer that comes along where we're like, no, this is really good, and let's talk about it in depth about all the intricateness. Intricacies of it. That's the word. It's debut on the show.
Yeah. Quick shout out to something I did realize when watching this as well, but I just had to confirm it while on the computer in front of me. Is that Jordan Peele, being the producer, he is the owner of Monkey Paw Productions.
Yeah.
So, which is obviously one of the production companies of Hunters.
Yeah.
So, if you ever see Monkey Paw Productions in the credits of something, you know it's Jordan Peele, and you know there's going to be that level of quality or production to it.
Yes.
At least storytelling. Because that guy coming out of comedy is fucking genius.
That's the perfect example of somebody in Hollywood who's actually, he's meant to be there.
Yeah.
You know, he's meant to be there with that creative direction. And yes, comedy was his forte, but at the same time, he's always had these creative juices. And I imagine there's a lot of comedians out there who have those juices, but they don't have I can't step out of my comfort zone. I can't risk my comedy.
This is a
for
guy
something. He's taken that chance, and he's killing it, man.
He hasn't hit gold with absolutely everything, but what he's done so far, and as we said, to step away from that comedic role to go into producing these hard-hitting, well-thought-out stories is fairly rare, and I admire and enjoy that. So I think Hunters is going to be a big summer blowout personally. I think it's going to be good.
100%. I'm really keen for that, and I've still got my Amazon subscription and very excited.
I was about to say, it gives me another reason to reboot it, because I've got Picard to catch up on. I've now got this. I've got The Boys 2 coming whenever.
Yeah, Amazon's looking to have a pretty big year at the moment. But also, Monkey Paw Productions, they're doing the Candyman reboot later in the year. So
maybe we should have included that, because I did see some news about that, but I think that was it.
Damn it. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll touch on it next week, even though it's late. You know, it's all good. Cool. We're in Newcastle. Everything a day late down there.
I'm still yet to catch up on the Candyman. I haven't seen the original, but I've heard it's like one of the best 80s.
I can't remember his name, the Candyman, the guy who plays him, but he's just phenomenal.
Mr. Beesmouth. Yes, of course. Yes.
All right. So, I mean, I guess you can take the next one, because I don't think you ended up watching it, did you?
Nope.
Exactly.
The Jesus Rolls. Never mind, it's just a teaser trailer bragging about the cast list. An unofficial spin-off to The Big Lebowski. All I know about this from your description is the guy who plays the Sector 7 security guard from Transformers. What's his name?
I don't fucking know. The Sector 7 security guard.
Yeah. He gets peed on. He's like Italian under enemy scrotum. What's his name?
From which one?
From Transformers 1 to 3.
Oh, okay. Fuck, I can't remember.
Anyway, let's have a look.
But anyway, the Jesus Rolls. So basically, if you've seen The Big Lebowski, you know the character of...
Google.
My lord, why is he not at the top of the list? That's insane. I cannot fucking find his... This is
John
terrible.
Turturro.
Yes, John Turturro.
That guy. Yeah.
Yes.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm a huge fan. I do find him quite annoying, but I do enjoy him every time I see him.
Yep.
Also cast in this is Bobby Carnevale. Google that. You'll recognize him. He's actually very good in everything I've seen him in.
Yep.
He's usually that slimy sort of mob guy. Once you see him, but
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Anyway, you're probably going to kick me in the nuts here, but I haven't seen The Big Lebowski.
No. I understand.
But I get the references.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those cult films, you know? It's not... my apologies. It's not an amazing film. It's really good, but it's not an amazing film. But I don't think is going to do anything financially because...
It's just
that market is a cult market. But also, the Coen brothers have come out and said... We do not endorse this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Because it is a spin-off of that, written and directed by John Turturro, my apologies. So I feel like this is just something he wanted to do as a bit of a cash grab, you know, kind of thing.
Hey, if he enjoyed playing the character...
No. It's a great character. Yeah, no, it's a fantastic character, but at the same time, I mean, it's not endorsed by the Coen brothers as an official spin-off. And, yeah, so... I don't know, man.
Anyway,
I'm not feeling good about this one at all.
Yeah,
honestly,
I didn't watch the teaser trailer, so I don't really know what to expect. And I haven't seen the Big Lebowski, so whatever.
And I know it's the Jesus rolls, but he is Jesus Quintero, so I mean, it could
be Jesus rolls.
Yeah, exactly. But I like Jesus rolls better.
Yeah,
like
so do I.
Jesus rolls down the shop.
Chinese rolls. Yeah,
absolutely. Spring rolls.
Yes,
that's the one. All right, we've got one more on the list.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right. It was Burden, okay? This film, I feel like we've already done this trailer. I got halfway and then remembered what happened. I'm not sure. Did we plan to discuss this and then scrap it? I don't know. Either way, it's only getting a limited American release on February 21, so we won't see it until it gets to a streaming service or digital rental.
Okay, so the definition of burden, a load, typically a heavy one, or the main theme or gist of a speech, book, or argument, or load heavily. Used as a verb, she walked forwards burdened with a wooden box.
Ooh, okay, rough. See, now, I thought this was going to be about Nazis, but honestly, I feel like Frozen 2 is going to have a run for its money with Documentary of the Year because that sounds very depressing. It's going to be pulling you down.
When I Google Burden film, it comes up with the 2018
That's the one.
Film with Forrest Whitaker, but then there's also Burden 2020. So let's have a look at this one.
It's definitely the 2018 one because it was an independent film that got released at festivals. Now it's getting a distribution. So it's definitely the Forrest Whitaker one?
No, it's definitely the same one because I look at... So
what's the Burden 2020? I'm curious now.
It's the same one. It's exactly. Rotten Tomatoes is putting it 54% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it got a few awards at a few of the film festivals and that, and it's got
R-rated.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker, but literally, hey, 2 Nazi movies this week. I mean, hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, and we were being racist and homophobic before, so we might be.
Honestly, man,
might be Nazis.
The protagonist might be our hero.
Yeah,
who knows?
Then you mean the antagonist?
Hal Hit. No, can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay. Anyway, so that has been Trailer Park.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just wrap that up. But feel free to watch the trailers along with us. I mean, don't watch the Jesus rolls because it's 55 seconds of John Turturro, and he bowls a ball, runs through the cast list, which looks great, but then it hits a strike, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
I'm sure we'll get a bigger trailer later on.
Yes, but watch the trailers along with us. Comment down below your thoughts. And yeah, that's been Trailer Park for the week.
Okay, so for all the viewers, it's time for me to duck under the table and push that button. But all for our listeners, they would have none the wiser. It's time for...
Oh no.
It's time for Yas or Pass, excited or blinded.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's my favourite segment of the week, my personal favourite. Yas or Pass, excited or blinded.
Yes.
This is the segment where we review the films coming to theatres this weekend in our local area. Check your guides internationally for your viewing times. Yeah. And we're going to tell you whether it's a Yas, Pass, excited or blinded on our rating system.
Absolutely. And this is also where we sometimes decide on what we're going to see for our review next week. Now, there is a few on the list this week which do have me curious.
Yes.
Specifically 4 on the list. 4 out of 5.
Well, yes, but you see the high
yes, I do. So we'll get through
parentheses beforehand.
Yes.
So yeah,
brackets. For those
unfortunately, 2 of them will not be actually able to see if we wanted to. But
absolutely.
By the way,
yes,
the first one, man.
The first one on the list...
I want you to get into it.
Okay, so the first one is a tasty tomato. I've been waiting for this one for a little while now.
We have been waiting since... its festival release back in October, like it's a long time coming, and finally the distribution is
And I even got the email for this recently saying, here's tickets, they're out now, and as you mentioned earlier that it only had a very limited cinema release, but there's been more.
Well, actually, thank you very much to Event Cinemas Glendale. They contacted me about, yes, it is coming to Glendale. And then
Yes.
2 days ago, I got a message from them. Hey, just wanted to make sure you knew it's this Thursday. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I already booked us tickets, bruh.
Did you?
Yep, for both of us.
What time?
9 o'clock.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I know your schedule and that,
excellent.
but that was the only session at first, and now there's 4 on that day. So everybody in the Newcastle area, you see Colour Out of Space, take a chance on Nick Cage this weekend.
Absolutely.
Get out there and support this film.
Hold on a minute. What time? Thursday?
Yep. 9 p.m.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm having dinner with Mum at Madawi
Oh, no.
that afternoon. I should be able to make it. I'll be
Okay.
rushing out, though. Anyway, what we're talking about is a film called Colour Out of Space.
Yes. We should probably get into the film.
Yes, Colour Out of Space produces Elijah Wood, starring Nicolas Cage. After a meteorite lands in the front yard of a farm, Nathan Gardner and his family must find themselves battling a mutant extraterrestrial organism that infects their minds and bodies, transforming their quiet rural life into Technicolor nightmare.
Hell yeah, man.
This film, as we've discussed, looks like it should have been made in 1970, but I'm glad it wasn't.
I was going to say, and that's the best part about it, man.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's based on the H.P. Lovecraft novel.
Yes.
This one was in Trailer Park, like I said, probably October, maybe even September last year, where
we've
we
been
had a
waiting for this.
string of Nick Cage films.
Yes.
And this one, and we were like, oh, fuck, it only had one screening at a Monster Fest in Melbourne or something that month. And we didn't think it would get a distribution, but here we are, man, and we're going to be seeing... Well, I will be seeing it
I'll
on
catch up
Thursday.
on it, definitely, because I've been waiting for
Yes.
this one for quite a while.
100% dude.
And out of the other films on this list, I will say it's at the top,
Yeah,
by far.
exactly.
But
100%.
the other ones I am looking forward to. But getting into it, H.P. Lovecraft, you may be familiar with his stories called The Dunwich Horror, Curse, Die Monster Die, From Beyond, The Haunted Palace, The Lurking Fear. He's next level horror storytelling, and almost all horror and science fiction post H.P. Lovecraft era has been influenced in one way or another
100%, man. 100%.
by his story. So this is one of the first that I know of in the modern films retelling his stories.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I really do think it's been a while. But just to side by, I just checked, and there's sessions all weekend, man. There was literally one session for this. They called it Fright Night, and I'm like, it's a 3 from Hell situation. There's going to be one screening. Minimum of 3 all the way through next week, dude.
Absolutely.
So you'll be right whether or not you want to cancel that day.
Oh, no, it's also starring Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for, because I love that too.
Yeah, and I remember from the trailer, it's been a while since we watched that trailer, but he was playing exactly what Tommy Chong should be playing.
Yeah, he's playing Tommy Chong.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. Oh, now you've said that, I really want to be able to make it. It's just, I'm going to be pushing it, but...
No, that's fine. If you can't, there is backups for you. Okay,
cool.
Just letting you know, you will see it this weekend, and that will be our review next Wednesday, so make sure you tune in to episode 63!
Yes. Wait. Is that right? It is.
63!
I know.
I make the episode titles, bro. I know what number we're at.
I thought this was 61, but no, it's 62.
Nope.
Anyway,
You're too drunk.
Yep. Colour Out of Space looks really good.
Yes.
The reviews are a bit up and down.
That's what you expect.
Yeah.
That's what I expect for a Lovecraft.
I expect to go into this and be like, yeah, the reviews are saying it's average, but I'm probably going to blow my own mind.
No, exactly. 100%, man.
Yeah.
But do you reckon any of H.P. Lovecraft's adaptations have got amazing reviews? No.
Some of the best adaptations of like older horror stories, like even like, for example, the latest It Chapter 1 and 2. Great films. Yeah. But the world was like, yeah, they're all right. It's like, what do you mean they're okay?
It's because you're pigeonholed in that horror sci-fi category, and there will never be a 9.8 out of 10 on IMDb for one of those films.
No,
never,
at all.
Because the casual viewer isn't going to get it. You know?
That's right. And people don't spend weeks reading this book. They spend 2 hours watching the film.
Exactly.
So
exactly,
it may be harder for them to squeeze them all in. Like I mean, these days, any kind of book adaptation, they can stretch over like a 3-part series.
Oh,
or
more than that even. Yeah, I was going to say.
So if they're building like a string of movies out of this, I think Nicolas Cage heading the film, is also like a marketing tactic to keep this kind of lowbrow, low budget.
He's at that stage
cult,
of it. Yes.
You know, rather than being at the forefront of cinema, it's deliberately keeping itself to that cult status, I think, because when you look at the poster, he's the only name on there.
Exactly. He's the only name you need. And I was going to say as my last point, if what we've said hasn't sold you yet, it's Nick Cage back on the big screen as the guy.
Yeah, as the guy.
And not only that, he's not doing stupid like riding a motorbike as a fucking on fire person. He's back. Like, this is back.
He ain't no Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Exactly, that's right. So this is Nick Cage. So seriously, if you see that, I've already seen that in our area, Glendale and Tuggerah have it. So if you're in the Newcastle area, there's plenty of sessions coming this weekend and over the next week. Event Cinemas Glendale, we will see you Thursday night. Well, I will.
Yeah.
And hopefully my podcast partner comes too. But yes, so that is an exciter for me.
Yes, absolutely. Just before we finish up on Colour Out of Space, I do want to say...
That's all right, we'll do a special on it, man.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
keen to keep talking.
The film directed by Richard Stanley. It says here it's his first feature-directed film since The Island of Dr. Moreau from 1996.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know much of his work, but...
That means we're getting a 1996 film.
Oh, we're getting a guy... Maybe he's been in a coma. And he woke up, he remembered who everyone was, and then the studio's like, we still love your work, Richard. Here's your next project. And he's like, fuck yeah, man. Can somebody go down to the payphone and tell my wife I'll be home soon?
They're like, what's a payphone?
I'm getting a page, you know? Like, yeah exactly.
No, this guy has definitely done things. He's, well, actually, it says here, like
they bust him out of retirement for this.
He was a director and a writer for something called La Tour Monde, or also known as The Other World. It was a documentary, but in terms of films, he hasn't done a lot in recent sort of years. However, he's done a lot of short films. So I'm interested. I really, really fucking want to see this film. But
and I love that his IMDb picture actually looks like it was taken from the 80s.
Yep.
But it was probably on the set of this film. Boom.
Boom. Absolutely.
I love it. Anyway, I'm
next on the list.
Uber excited for this. Next one on the list, we have... Fuck. I'm so not excited for this.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Also known as the Harley Quinn film. Please don't introduce more Harley Quinn cosplay.
It's too late.
By fat chicks.
It's... That's right. That's right. All right. Blacks, we got you covered. Gays, we got you covered. Fat chicks, you're next, motherfucker. I've been teasing diabetes for a few weeks, and here we are. Jesus Christ. Yes. The cosplay will never end, man.
When Suicide Squad came out, every woman was dressing up as Harley Quinn with the "fuck me daddy" t-shirt or whatever it was, sugar daddy, and the short pants and the fucked up makeup.
Yeah.
For like years.
Yes.
And that movie wasn't even that good. Just people loved that
terrible.
character. And that character was kind of annoying. Coming off the back of that, obviously, you know, Margot Robbie is a fantastic actor. She's now obviously got her own film, regardless of the fact that it's called Birds of Prey. It's the Harley Quinn film.
No, that's right. Well, I mean, you don't call a movie Birds of Prey and then tack on a title 17 times longer than that that references the only character that matters.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we love you, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but I mean, you're not enough of a draw to make me come and see this in theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're different because you do like your comic book adaptations and your, you know, superhero type films.
Yeah.
So there's a chance you might go and see this in your own time. Go for it. But
the thing that I know we've talked about her a lot, but like I'm much more intrigued to see a film that she's heading much more along the vein of 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yes.
Rather than the next big DC film.
I would rather go and see Gemini Man again just for her than this for her. You know, because it's not enough.
I know I've said it almost every episode, but after Joker, and I know the quality that DC can pull and Warner Brothers, I'm just not into this anymore.
Yeah.
If this came out before all of that, I would have been like, I'm keen for this.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I'm over it.
Yes.
I may see this at some point, but I think this is going to be the first DC film that I'll miss in cinemas since...
I was gonna say it's probably been years for you.
Well, I've seen them all in cinemas like since like BVS, like Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Oh, there you go. So Dark Knight, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, back in 2008.
Yeah. So,
fucking fantastic. But nah, man, this is a.
Ewan McGregor doesn't carry it for me either, man.
No, it's not a blighted, but it's a pass.
Oh, that's right.
we have a rating system.
Well, Colour Out of Space is an excited as fuck.
A Colour Out of Space. If you're new to this segment and you're still sticking with us even through all this shit talk, excited is yes, we're going to see this in theaters. Yes, we want to see it, but we may not have time. We're definitely going to watch it though. Pass is maybe at a later date. Probably not going to make the theaters, and then blighted is I don't even want to see it at all. Yeah. So this is a pass for me. I'll probably see it eventually down the line. Just chuck it on TV at home at some point. But For now, I'm not running out to see this.
There's a particular thing in the trailer, though, that really annoys me about this film, and I think it's the opening scene in the trailer where Harley Quinn, the character, is walking away from an exploding building or an exploding sort of facility.
I've never seen that in an action film.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you should really try it out, but go watch it when she's not standing in front of a blatant green screen.
Yeah.
RoboCop 1987, they blow up a service station and they literally have the guy walking with the suit out of the fucking fire, and they had to put the camera as far away as possible, and they still didn't get the thing in because they didn't anticipate the size of the explosion. Now she's walking and there's not even wind on the back of her hair because there's no wind on the back of that green screen.
My favorite part about what you just said about the RoboCop explosion, they had one chance to get that shot.
Yes, and
that's what's missing. That's a big part of what's missing from film nowadays.
Yeah,
we'll just edit it in post. We'll just take it again from the top. You know, back in the day when they wanted those impressive explosions, they had to get any kind of those big features. You know, they got one chance to get it right. You know, and if it's fucked up, it's done. You know. And
like even Robert Downey Jr. makes a good point in his podcast episode with Joe Rogan. If you go listen to that, my apologies. He says, like, you know, he was saying in one of the Avengers films, he threw something like an apple or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, didn't really quite get that." And the producers were like, "No, no worries, we'll just move your arm in a different way in post." And he's gone, what? All right. You know, like, that's why he wants to do different things. He wants to act again.
And so the first thing he does is Doolittle. Biggest green screen production of the year. Biggest bomb of the year. It's fantastic.
Give us something else. But back to Birds of Prey, pass. Next on the list is H is for Happiness.
Yes. Now, H is for Happiness. Now that you've put me on the spot, I haven't got it open on the screen. Man, there's been a lot of that this episode.
You'll hear a lot of typing right now.
Hey, we were prepared for that conversation about Harley Quinn to go for a while. A 12-year-old girl with boundless optimism and a unique view of the world is inspired by the strange new boy at school and sets out to mend her broken family. Whatever it takes.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left of this episode. I'm happy to be delighted. Next on the list is a movie called, I'm not even going to let you speak. It's called The Lighthouse.
Yes. Now, this one I have to parentheses, like I said to you, this is only in the big cities, man.
Yeah,
and this is only in the big cities,
that
and it
really
kills me.
sucks because this film has been out in America for a while, and I've been seeing the trailers on YouTube, you know, coming up recently. But a lot of people in America and a lot of YouTubers out there are saying that The Lighthouse, starring Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, is one of, if not their favorite film of 2019. And what the fuck are local cinemas thinking by not putting this on at least for a limited run? There are people like us who want to fucking spend our hard-earned cash to see this. The only problem, though, it's going up against Harley Quinn.
Exactly.
Which is obviously going to bring in the big fucking numbers, but also...
No, of course it is.
Color Out of Space, which is going to get in some of the horror notes.
That's the thing. We've got to be blessed in a little bit of a sense that we're getting Color Out of Space, which I thought was way unlikely. This one at least has current names, I guess. I mean, Willem Dafoe's been out of the spotlight for a little while.
I've never seen a black and white film in the cinema.
No, neither have I.
I
haven't had the chance
the opportunity.
No, that's exactly right. Like, so, man, this...
I want to see this movie so much that I haven't seen anything but the teaser. Yeah. I don't know what it's about.
You don't want to watch the full trailer?
No.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Because I really want to experience this film, but I don't think
Do you want me to read the little brief by it?
Yes.
Okay.
Please,
all right. Two lighthouse keepers try to maintain their sanity whilst living on a remote and mysterious New England island in the 1890s.
Yeah. And the budget is $4 million.
That's fucking incredible.
The next Batman is in this fucking thing and it's $4 million.
For anybody at all still out there doubting whether or not Robert Pattinson can pull off Batman.
Yeah.
Seriously, look at his resume and what he's been doing over the last, ever since Twilight ended. Yeah. Ever since Twilight ended, he's doing as much as he can to show that he can act. And he has done enough.
Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter, he was good.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah. A minor role, but it still showed that he could act as a person. But he's taking roles for the purpose of, look, I can do this. It almost feels like the poor guy is being handed scripts and he's like, yes, I think this one could change somebody's mind. Yeah. You know, like that, but also he could just be doing the passion projects he's been wanting to do and now has the opportunity to do.
Absolutely.
And if that's the case, full credit to him, because from the very beginning, you can hear us talk about, at the beginning of this podcast, its creation, we mentioned him as Batman. Yep. And from the moment we first started talking about it, you and I were like, yes.
Yep.
I would like to see this, and I'm excited for this opportunity for him.
Absolutely.
And this is just another example of it. And fuck, I wish it had a better release.
Yeah.
Like, it's fantastic. I will say, I didn't expect this to get distribution in Australia.
That's right.
So it's getting the capital cities. That's fine. But it would be really lovely if they expanded it just up to Tuggerah. I'll go to Tuggerah to see this, but down to Bondi, that's a bit of a trek.
Yeah. The other thing as well that really intrigues me about this film is that it's directed by Robert Eggers, however you pronounce it. He's only done 2 films that are of this caliber.
Really?
The other one is The Witch.
Everybody
knows The Witch. It's a film that Taylor has tried to get me to watch several times, and I haven't finished it each time. But I do. It's the kind of film that I do want to buy and sit down when I do have a spare 3 to 4 hours to watch it and then digest it. I've talked about it before in the past. The acting is so spot on for the time era that the film is set in that they're speaking an English language I struggle to understand.
Yeah,
because it's so well done, and it has that young woman from Split. And
I can't remember her name.
The eyes are really wide and far apart, but she's great. Yes. She's in it. So Robert Eggers, like so far from The Witch and The Lighthouse, the guy is able to make these obscure indie-esque films with high caliber actors and get away with it without having to sell his soul to Hollywood.
Exactly.
And stick to his guns. I think that's really admirable. And the fact that he's only done 2 means hopefully he'll continue doing these types of films forever.
And the fact that he brought his brother in on this one, and this is his brother's first actual film credit.
That's very cool.
Exactly.
He's only a young bloke too. He's 36.
That's really young for Hollywood, man. Like, you think about Scorsese. I mean, he's almost 80.
Yeah.
Or he might be over 80, honestly. I'm not sure.
It for a while, yeah.
He's been doing it for a very fucking long time. But either way, this would be an excited, if it was nearby, I would be having a movie-filled fucking weekend, man.
Yeah.
I would be going to see... Color Out of Space, and this, and the next one on the list, which we're only going to briefly touch on because technically it's not a proper release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to Robert Eggers for just a moment before we do that. I do want to just point out, like looking through his work now, he's done The Witch, The Lighthouse, and there's another one on the way, which is to be announced called The Northman.
The Northman.
But other works... He's actually done quite a lot of work in terms of directing, screenwriting, and production design.
Yeah, he's been around Hollywood doing things to get up there,
Monster from 2010, Hansel and Gretel from 2007. I'm pretty sure that is the Jeremy Renner one.
Dude.
The Taylor, In the Pines, Legacy, House of At the Edge of the Galaxy, Vice. Like he's done some decent stuff.
So the next one that you mentioned, like you said, written and directed by Robert Eggers.
Yep.
Is The Northman.
Yep.
Viking revenge saga set in Iceland at the turn of the 10th century.
Dude.
Exactly. But get this, dude. The cast list. Anya Taylor-Joy.
That's her.
Exactly. Yep. That's her. So she's in this. Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh.
So Bill Skarsgård's brother.
Yep.
Nicole Kidman.
Okay.
And Bill Skarsgård. And Willem Dafoe.
This guy's building a repertoire of actors. I think this guy's going to do a very similar thing to Mike Flanagan. He'll have his cast of actors he knows he can work with.
Exactly. And he's building up this resume of making like stuff that isn't set now. Like he's doing historical pieces almost, And with the resume that he's already built after these couple of films, oh man, this dude's in for a career.
Absolutely.
I'm excited, man.
So, Robert Eggers, however you pronounce your name, 2C3 Pod, Dylan and Mitch, we're watching you, man. We're fans.
Just get you. Make sure you tell when they're talking about distribution. Just spread it over to Newcastle. Sydney's great, but let's get it up to Newcastle.
Newcastle, Australia, mind you.
Oh yeah, not Newcastle, England.
Not Newcastle upon Tyne. No.
Yes. Anyway, the last one on the list I had to chuck in there because I'm just jealous as fuck about Sydney right now. Not only do they get the Lighthouse and we don't, but they also get new screenings of one Parasite. Now, this has broken my fucking heart because I check Event Cinema's app every day. Every day I'm looking at upcoming, I'm looking at session times, I'm checking things, I'm getting scheduling and stuff like that. I always see the coming soon, and I wrote in the notes the ones that were coming soon days ago. And then I checked again and saw Parasite, and I went, I had a freaking heart attack. And then I clicked it, nothing Katara, Glendale, Tuggerah. And I was devastated. I made sure to check there's Bondi, Macquarie Hills, there's, all of the ones in the city. Yeah. They're getting about 3 sessions a day over the next week or so. And this is like the official release of it, even though we missed that fucking preview screening back last August, man.
But as you messaged to me earlier, there is an encore screening.
Yes. The Regal, you have a chance to redeem... No, sorry. Let's start that again for the clip.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yes. Sorry. This is really weird right now. But anyway, yeah. So, unfortunately, we don't live in the big cities and we can't get a chance to see it.
No, that's right. But there is a chance to redeem our... What the fuck was I supposed to say here?
No, you would...
I was trying to remember what I said.
But as I text you earlier today...
Yes, but as you text me earlier... Okay,
Yes.
so start a clip here. So as you text me earlier today, we missed out on the movie called Parasite that had its wider release in the bigger cities later last year, earlier this year. But we now get the chance to see this film again.
Locally is the key point.
At the Regal Cinemas in Shortland.
Yes, exactly. And we are very excited because we will definitely be hitting up. I think it's Sunday the 26th or 29th of February. There's a session at 7 p.m. or thereabouts.
Yeah.
We unfortunately missed it the couple of times it did screen there. And we missed that preview screening back late last year.
Yep.
But we are heading to the Regal in a couple of weeks to make sure we get a chance to see Parasite on the big screen like it deserves.
Yes.
And anybody listening in the big cities, make sure you head out to the theaters this weekend because it is getting a wider distribution a little bit for the next week or so. But the Regal, we're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
We're coming local.
We're coming to watch
get you.
Parasite.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. But
absolutely.
That's been our show.
That has been our show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody very much for listening. Yes. No, I definitely got it right. Yeah. Yes. Now, we are Two's Company, Three's a Podcast, 2C3 Pod can be found Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at those places at 2C3 Pod.
That's right. But make sure, I'm just checking. Make sure you're listening on your preferred platform. We are available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube. Big summer blowout.
Now, you can support the show if you so certainly wish. You threw me off now, man. You can support the show over at tpublic.com.
Yes.
You can get yourself a t-shirt, a coffee mug, a fridge magnet, or a sticker at 2C3 Pod, Two's Company, Three's a Podcast, or head over and become part of the 2C3 Pod family by joining our Patreon.
That's right. And our hero this week is our producer, Paula Sorry.
Our hero this week, Paula.
Okay.
Have you noticed that I've set our tiers? That is I think one of the tiers is called the hero tier.
Is that the tier?
I think so.
No, producer.
So we've got 4 tiers on Patreon, starting at $2, $5, $10, and $20. First tier gets you producer credit and automatic entries into all of our giveaways.
That's the blanket across all of them, but they each step up with the next new
Absolutely.
thingy.
But the next one is called something rather than hero and then superhuman, I think it is. So go on to 2C3 Pod on Patreon and find out. But if you also want to chuck us a donation,
Two's Company, Three's a Podcast at gmail.com. Make sure to head over to PayPal and throw us 20 cents. Good job. You made me laugh when you talked about fags and racism.
Way to tip off the episode of that, man.
What? I'm sorry. Did they not listen to us rant about that for ages?
True. If you're still listening to this far, thank you very much for listening. But we do have new podcasts every Wednesday and every Friday. This has been Fridays, of course, and you know how it goes. But if you're new here, thank you everybody for tuning in. You'll find us next Wednesday, of course. But next week, we'll certainly have
4 YouTube videos every week. We're going to get back into the swing of things next week. And next Wednesday's episode will be late that night because of my work schedule. But we will be back with 4 YouTube videos. Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Ding, ding.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been Two's Company, Three's a Podcast. My name is Dylan, as always, with my co-host,
Mitchell. And do not forget, we are Two's Company.
And you are the podcast.
There's the button.
Yay! You didn't use your foot.
I didn't use my foot.
That was a casual Friday.
That was a very casual Friday.
Oh man, I can't wait to clip that fucking conversation in the middle. All right.
Wait, did you mark it before?
No, I didn't. I'm not asking you that one because you're not going to get it.
No, you can ask me because we'll be still even.
Okay, all right.
Alrighty.
Gone with the Wind is a 1939 historical epic. Who wrote the book? Yeah.
Next.
Exactly. You had the chance, but you had to be a brave man.
No.
One of her names is Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. I've still no idea.
Throw a name in front of Mitchell and just hope for the best.
Mitchell.
Oh, close. Margaret Mitchell. Oh, fuck. You had a chance.
Yeah, I did.
Thanks for tuning into that video by Two's Company Freezer Podcast. Don't be sad though, there's plenty more where that came from. Another cheeky video right there. Maybe even hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Or, if you don't like our faces, check us out on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube.